again today, and decided to shoot another video. I've been meaning to shoot for a while. I might not get around to editing it and uploading it tonight, so it might be tomorrow by the time you see it. But I wanted to shoot a video about just what it takes to get into blacksmithing or become a blacksmith. Basically, you need to want to be a blacksmith, and you need to want to be able to put in the hard work that's required, and you need to be able to learn and listen to people. It's not every day that you'll run into a blacksmith and be able to learn from them. I've done most of my learning over YouTube and also through trial and error, but definitely learn to listen to people. That's a major thing. Probably more important than your tools. Need something to hit your metal on, and don't turn your nose up at anything. Anything will work. This is a 25-pound block of mild steel, and obviously it will dent if you hit it, but if you're careful enough, it won't do too bad. With an anvil, you want a good amount of weight beneath it, make it as solid as possible. So anything you can get your hands on is worth it. Next is tools, and your basic tools that you're going to need to hit metal are going to be, you're going to need one heavy hammer, not too heavy because you don't want to hurt yourself. This is a 3-pound hammer. I am 5'5" or so, 5'6", and lately I've been a little bit light, only weighing about 125 pounds. I should weigh about 135. But that's about the right weight for me. That's comfortable for me to swing all day, but you don't want to swing that all day, so you need a lighter hammer. And this is what I use. I would like to have a little bit heavier, but this is just a 1-pound ball peen to use for your finishing blows. So that's really all you need to shape metal. The next things you will need are tongs, which, you know, they take a little bit to learn how to make, but once you get it down, it gets easier. And you can get by using pliers and channel locks for, you know, your first couple projects, but tongs are much, much safer. You don't need a big, huge selection of punches like what I have. Really, you could get by with probably five punches and a couple chisels. And really that's about it. You can always repurpose them, reshape them, redress them, do what you need to do to get the job done. Alright, so anyways, next we're going to talk about what you need to put in to blacksmithing to be somewhat successful at it, at least. Alright, next to talk about is your forge fuel and your forge. Most people will start off with a brake drum or a brake disc forge or something simple like what I have right here. This is just a steel pan, and it works real nice. But anyways, you can find tons of videos on YouTube about those, but you got to know that you're going to have to make an investment and, you know, get yourself a good supply of coal, because it can be very frustrating to be in the middle of a project and to run out of coal. And you know, that really sucks. So, you know, put some money aside and get yourself a supply of coal, save yourself frustration. When you're starting off, don't overfill your forge. Don't try to, you know, do forge welding if you're not ready. You'll waste a lot of coal, you'll frustrate yourself. And really, that's going to be the next topic, is patience. And, you know, I'm not all that patient of a person, but I get by. So we'll talk about that next. So there's all different levels of patience required for blacksmithing. You need to be patient. Don't take your steel out of the fire too often. You'll never get it hot. You just leave it in there. It'll get hot. Another bit of patience. Just don't overwork your metal and swing too hard. You'll wreck stuff. You'll wreck your body. You'll wreck what you're working on. That's no fun. You'll get frustrated and you might want to give up. Next bit of patience is, I know it seems like it might be a good way to vent out anger hitting hot metal, but don't work when you're angry. I've done that too many times, and you'll wreck your project, and you'll end up more frustrated and pissed off than you were earlier in the day. And so anyways, it takes patience, it takes time, a little bit of money, and also the next thing I'm going to talk about is where to get your tools, how to make your own tools, and how to get by without putting that much money into this, because economy's pretty tough. If you want cheap tools, all you gotta do is you gotta hit those garage sales in the summer. Walk up to the old guy or old lady, old fella, whatever. Hopefully he has tools, and just tell him you're looking for tools, and when he asks what you do, just tell him you're looking into getting into blacksmithing, and more than likely people usually have at least some sort of a respect for that, and I've got a lot of these tools for very cheap from people that wanted to help encourage me on my way and help me out. And so that's one really good way to get tools, and if you stick to it, you'll find yourself switching from saying I'm getting into blacksmithing to I'm a blacksmith, which I don't even know if I can say that I'm a blacksmith yet. But alright, and next thing we're going to discuss is how to continue blacksmithing. Alright, so you got your forge, and you got your anvil, and you got your tools. You put aside some money to, make yourself stable at doing this. And then also, another thing you really need to keep in mind, that hammer and anvil is loud, and you don't want to piss off your neighbors. I live in an apartment building, so I do all my forging between the hours of noon to 5 on weekdays, maybe occasionally on weekends, but never on a Sunday. I've never had anybody complain. Really don't know what else to say. We just need more blacksmiths out in the world, and just wanting to make this video to show you, if I can do it, you can do it. I've had all sorts of problems in my life. I was raised without a father. I have mental health issues. I'll admit it. I'm a crazy person, but if I can do it, you can do it, and you can really make a lot of nice things, make a lot of people happy. And also, that's another thing I sort of wanted to talk about. We won't necessarily call it karma, but we'll call it good. You do good things and good things happen. Anybody that does do something nice for you, like I got this chunk of steel from my buddy for nothing, but you know what? I made him a knife. I got this old brick hammer from an old buddy of my uncle's for free. I made him a drive hook. Made his wife a keychain leaf. Always keep that in mind. People help you out, you need to help them out, and that will help you keep going. It's a good way to keep your mental state in a good state of mind. Anyways, I hope I'm not rambling too much. I just really have been wanting to shoot this video for a while. Show everybody that it can be done. Really, compared to the ancient Egyptians and all this and that and ancient people, I think I got it pretty good. They used to set their metal in a bonfire and bang it on a rock. At least I got a piece of steel, Anyways, if you've ever thought about blacksmithing, get into it. It's a really rewarding thing to do.